The Pixel 9 is a real looker and feels fantastic in the hand. Its unique visor-like camera bump sets it apart from the crowd, especially iPhones. This is the first Pixel that truly feels like an iPhone in terms of build and design, and that could be a game changer for Google in attracting iPhone users to Android. Google's decision to use a more secure and reliable ultrasonic fingerprint sensor is a welcome change. The Pixel 9 boasts a stunning 6.3-inch OLED display with a 120 Hz refresh rate. One of its standout features is the significantly increased peak brightness of 2,700 nits, making it highly visible even in direct sunlight. This is a major improvement over the Pixel 8 and 7, offering a much more vibrant and immersive viewing experience. Google's approach to display calibration is more natural and less saturated compared to Samsung's. The Pixel 9 comes with Android 14, likely because Android 15 wasn't quite ready for prime time. This means there aren't many new features outside of those powered by the Gemini AI. One interesting addition is Pixel Studio, a new generative AI feature that lets you create shareable images based on keywords and themes. While it's a fun feature, it has limitations. Google's Gemini AI is evolving rapidly, aiming to replace Assistant in the future. While it's not perfect yet, it can handle simple queries and basic tasks effectively. The Pixel 9, powered by the Tensor G4 processor and 12 gigabytes of RAM, delivers smooth performance. Google's focus on real-world performance over benchmark scores is commendable. The Pixel 9 offers a strong camera experience, but the lack of a telephoto lens is a noticeable omission, especially for those accustomed to zooming in on distant subjects. While the 50-megapixel wide-angle and 48-megapixel ultra-wide lenses, along with features like night sight, capture impressive photos, the 8 times digital zoom falls short compared to the 30 times or 100 times capabilities of other devices. It excels at capturing vibrant colors, excellent contrast, and stunning low-light photos. Google's latest editing tools like AdMe further enhance the camera experience. For those seeking a simple yet powerful camera, the Pixel 9 delivers. It's a great choice for point-and-shoot photography, offering impressive results without requiring advanced technical knowledge. The Pixel 9's 4,700 milliampere battery life has been quite impressive. It supports 27-watt wired, 16-watt wireless, and 12-watt reverse wireless support. I believe that the Pixel 9 is, in almost every way, the best Pixel Google has ever made. I've been a Google Pixel user since the first generation and have enjoyed seeing the brand grow and the quality improve.
The iPhone 14 Pro Max is one of Apple's top-notch phones. It has a shiny metal frame and a smooth glass back and front. The front glass is super strong and can handle some drops. The phone has speaker and mic grills on the bottom, and the lightning port that won't go away. The design is very Apple-like and cool. It can handle dust and water too. The iPhone 14 Pro Max has a big 6.7-inch screen with 120 Hz that looks amazing. It's an OLED screen with a super sharp resolution, and it shows colors really well. The other thing is how bright the screen can get. It can go up to 1,000 nits normally, but if you're outside in the sun, it can crank up to 2,000 nits. That means you can see everything clearly, even on the brightest days. Everything feels bigger and better on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Playing games, checking Twitter, watching YouTube, browsing the web, you name it. One thing I really dig is the dynamic island. It's a black bar at the top of the screen that replaces the old notch. It sounds silly, but it's actually super cool and makes me wonder what else Apple can do with it. The iPhone 14 Pro Max is a great performer, as you would expect from an iPhone. It has the new A16 Bionic chip, which is faster and more efficient than the previous models. The A16 chip can handle any app or game you want to use, and it also has 6 GB of RAM for smooth multitasking. Apple's cameras have been awesome for a while, and the iPhone 14 Pro Max makes them even better. Apple finally upgraded to a 48 megapixel main camera with a big aperture and sensor shift stabilization. That means you can use it as a 2x zoom lens too. There is also a 12 megapixel telephoto camera for 3x zoom and a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera. The selfie camera is also 12 megapixel and it can autofocus for the first time on an iPhone. And that's not all. The iPhone 14 Pro Max has a new photonic engine that makes the colors and textures look amazing in low light. The main camera takes stunning photos in any light. The colors are vibrant, the details are sharp, and the blur is natural. The ultra-wide camera is also awesome. It lets you capture more of the scene without losing quality. It doesn't make things look distorted at the edges, which is nice. And the best part is the macro mode. It automatically turns on when you get close to something. The 12 megapixel telephoto camera has been a pleasant surprise. It may not seem as impressive as the 30x and 100x zoom on a Galaxy S22 Ultra, but it works very well. It lets you zoom in 3x and capture your subject with great detail and color. This device has a 4,323 mAh battery. The iPhone 14 Pro Max is a great choice for anyone who loves a big screen. The cameras are amazing, especially for video. You can capture smooth action shots and cinematic effects with ease. The battery life is also impressive, lasting longer than most phones.